Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar's Learning App. In this session, we are going to discuss about the third part of Indian national movement. So we are going to start from civil disobedience movement. The observance of Independence Day in 1930 was followed by launching of the civil disobedience movement under leadership of Gandhi. We discussed about the Indian National Congress session. In the Lahore Congress session 1929, there was an announcement 26th of January 1930 is going to be the first Independence Day be celebrated in India. Okay, so that particular Congress session was presided over by Jawaharlal Nehru. So based on that only, the launching of civil disobedience movement under the leadership of Gandhi was approved by INC, okay, Congress Working Committee. On 12th March 1930, Gandhi left Sabarmati Ashram at Ahmedabad on foot with around 78 other members from his ashram for Dandi March, a village on the western sea coastal of India at 385 km from Ahmedabad. Okay, they reached Dandi March on 26th April 1930. 12th March 1930, Dandi March was started and it was ended 6th April 1930, where Mahatma Gandhi took a handful of salt and break the salt law, which is initiation of the civil disobedience movement, because the monopoly of the salt under the control of British, and Mahatma Gandhi wanted to break it. So leaders and personalities who participated, that is in the region of Tamil Nadu, see Rajagopalachari, Darshana Gujarat, Sarojini Naidu were the two prominent leaders who did march in their respective region. So what is the significance here? Based on the instruction given by Mahatma Gandhi, there is a lot of demonstrations, strikes and boycotting of the foreign goods, and later people refused to pay the taxes as well. Lack of people participated in the movement, including women. Women participation is high. In November 1930, the British government convened the first Roundtable Conference during the same time itself. Total 3 Roundtable Conference happened in the history. So first Roundtable Conference 1930, second Roundtable Conference 1931, third Roundtable Conference 1932. Okay, so early 1930, in this Roundtable Conference, which happened in London, which considered the reforms which proposed by the Simon Commission, okay, on what constitutional basis that India's law can be framed. In early 1931, efforts made by the Viceroy Irwin to persuade the Congress to join the second Roundtable Conference. So for that purpose, Irwin came back to India and he come up with one pact, okay, particularly with Gandhi, which is popularly known as Gandhi and Gandhi-Irwin Pact. So however, Karachi Congress session happened in the year of 1931 March, okay, and was presided over by Vallabhbhai Patel. The Congress decided to approve the agreement and participate in the second Roundtable Conference. Okay, as per the Gandhi-Irwin Pact in the year of 1931, the second Roundtable Conference was attended by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, therefore no agreement could be reached. The second Roundtable Conference ended with the failure. So Gandhi returned back to India and he resumed the civil disobedience movement. Okay, finally the movement was withdrawn in the year of 1934 and the Congress passed a resolution in the year of 1934. Okay, it demanded the Constituent Assembly, setting up a Constituent Assembly for the purpose of framing constitution to our nation. Okay, it declared that only such an assembly could frame a constitution for India. So remember, 1930 civil disobedience movement launched by Mahatma Gandhi. The major event is Dandi March. Dandi March, 12th March 1930, which was ended 6th April 1930. Then the significant personality, that is Rajagopalachari from Tamil Nadu, Sarojini Naidu in the region of Gujarat. Then what happened? British wanted to come up with Roundtable Conference based on the recommendation given by Simon Commission. 1930, 31 and 32 is the respective year for which conference? 3 Roundtable Conferences. First Roundtable Conference, Indian National Congress not participated. Second Roundtable Conference, Lord Irwin came here to India and he had a word and also signed pact with Gandhi. So based on that, Congress agreed Mahatma Gandhi as the representative to participate in the second Roundtable Conference, 1931. But it was failure and they came back, resumed the civil disobedience movement, and again Congress was banned. But the civil disobedience movement in India was called off in the year of 1934, and after that Congress come up with the resolution to setting up of Constituent Assembly to frame constitution for India. Okay, so far The fact which I explained, that is fair enough for your examination point of view. Next one is third Roundtable Conference. Last Roundtable Conference held in London 1932. Okay, here it's a nominal conference because Congress refused to participate here. Only 46 people reached out there. Okay, so finally there was a white paper issued after this Roundtable Conference and Simon Commission report. Combination of these two, they'll come up with a new act name called Government of India Act 1935. So what is the impact of the civil disobedience movement? It shattered the people's faith in British government and laid the social root for the freedom struggle. Okay, it extended the exploitative salt policy of the British, okay, and also followed by the defense of the forest law in Maharashtra, Karnataka and central provinces, okay, to pay the rural chowkidaris in tax in the eastern part of India as well. Communal Award. Communal Award year 1932. The Communal Award was announced by the British Prime Minister named called Ramsay MacDonald. Okay, you need to understand Ramsay MacDonald. So Communal Award 1932. What is this Communal Award? Providing the separate electorate status to the depressed classes such SCs and STs. Simple. Okay, so now Mahatma Gandhi was not happy about the Communal Award, so he went to fasting unto death in Yerwada jail. Okay, then there is lot of pressure to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Then finally in the year of 1932 September, Gandhi met Ambedkar in the prison and they signed one pact which is popularly known as Pune Pact. Pune Pact 1932. Based on that, there was a reservation agreed for the depressed classes, increasing number of seats in the Legislative Assembly as well as reservation in the educational institution, which is known as Pune Pact. So whatever we discussed, just focus on the term and the important event, the timeline and the year, and the factual information related to the leaders. That's fair enough. Okay, now the World War II started. Okay, World War II started 39 it started. Okay, during this time period, there is a lot of changes happened in India. As per 1935 Act, the election held in the year of 1937 in India, the majority of the seats in all the provinces were backed by Congress. So Congress is now the majority party. Now World War II, which is happening during this time period, Germany, Austria-Hungary, Italy, Japan versus Britain, United States of America, Russia, France. All these countries are fighting against this country. This is again Allied power, again this is Axis power. Now the British government in India wanted support of Indians to engage in the World War II. But this time the nationalists come up with one particular demand. If we are not getting approval from us, we are not going to allow the Indians to fight in the World War II. Without asking the Indians, the British wanted to put Indians in the World War II fight. So they come to know all the states, the Congress ministers resigned their post. So now the British wanted to come down and they need help from our side. So the first thing is August offer 1940. In the year of 1940, August offer. The Viceroy during this time period named called Lord Linlithgow, he will come up with a statement from Shimla on August 1940 in response of when Congress formally asked England to affirm its adherence to the goal of independence for India. That particular proposal popularly known as August offer. Okay, establishment of advisory council, war council. After the war, there will be a separate representative Indian body would be set up to frame their constitution. Viceroy executive council would be extended and the Congress rejected the August offer. You know why? Because they are telling after the war only there will be a representative body would be set up for the constitutional framework. So they don't want it. The dominion status concept is dead as a doornail. In this area, you just focus on August offer, which was given by the British to seek help or support from Indian to engage in the World War II in the year of 1940. That's enough. Next one is individual Satyagraha. Because Mahatma Gandhi realized the British are fighting in the World War II, he don't want to give more pressurize to the British in India. For that purpose, he will come up with individual Satyagraha. individual Satyagraha timeline is 1940, which means, okay, the resultant of August offer, Mahatma Gandhi don't want to go for mass civil disobedience movement, but he wanted to do some opposition against British, so that he initiated individual Satyagraha. Okay, this was a movement for not only seek independence, but also to affirm the right of speech, to show the nationalist passions not due to weakness, to give another opportunity to the government to accept the Congress demand peacefully. So Delhi Chalo movement is the theme of individual Satyagraha. For that, Mahatma Gandhi himself hand-picked the individuals to get into this Satyagraha. Such two popular personalities were chosen by Gandhi: Acharya Vinoba Bhave, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and Brahma Dutt. So 3 persons were the first, second and third selected Satyagrahis respectively. So individual Satyagraha 1940. The reason behind launching this, Mahatma Gandhi wanted to show the opposition because of the failure of August offer, and 3 personalities were selected by Mahatma Gandhi to launch this, and the theme is Delhi Chalo movement, and the personalities Jawaharlal Nehru, Acharya Vinoba Bhave and Brahma Dutt. Okay, this is fair enough information. Next one is Scripps Mission 1942. Scripps Mission is 1942. This mission sent by the British Parliament again to seek support and also to discuss related to the constitutional reform in India. Stafford Cripps is the chairman. Stafford Cripps. Okay, so the war situation compelled the British to open talks with the Indian leaders, because the British is getting lot of suffer from the Germany, and Japanese are extending their power towards the region of Southeast Asian island. So full pressure. Stafford Cripps is the chairman. A British minister came to India. He wanted to talk with Indians. This is known as Scripps Mission. They agreed to the demand for the Constituent Assembly and also on an Indian Union with the Dominion status. It would be free. India can decide whether they want to be a member of Commonwealth or not, and also they can take decision in terms of joining any international organization. A Constituent Assembly would be convened to frame a new constitution. These are all the proposal given by Scripps Mission. Okay, remember this also not agreed by Congress. So in Scripps Mission 1942, the chairman Stafford Cripps, the purpose of this mission to come up with the talk related to the constitutional reform. But since this also got rejected by the Indian National Congress. Finally, Mahatma Gandhi decided to come up with the mass movement in India, that is Quit India movement in the year of 1942, 8th of August. This Quit India movement is popularly known as August Kranti or August movement. August 1942, Quit India movement came into existence, first ever leaderless movement in India. After the arrest of leaders also, this movement continued. So Mahatma Gandhi come up with Bharat Chaudo Andolan or Quit India movement was launched by him, and he come up with the popular slogan name called Do or Die. Okay, Do or Die, given by Mahatma Gandhi during the Quit India movement in the year of 1942. The third great mass struggle of Indian people for freedom started. 1920 non-cooperation movement, 1930 civil disobedience movement, 1942 Quit India movement. In the early hours of morning of 9th August, most of the leaders of the Congress got arrested. By the end of 1942, about 60,000 people had been jailed and hundreds were killed. There is no doubt that Quit India movement united the Indian people against the British rule. Okay, first leaderless movement and first successful movement because it continued till our independence. Okay, so based on the concepts whatever we discussed so far, as I told you again, you just concentrate on the static portion. Here Quit India movement 1942 launched by Mahatma Gandhi. Other name of Quit India movement August Kranti or August movement. Okay, so by end of 1942 around 60,000 people got arrested and hundreds of people were killed. So the Quit India movement is the successful movement and third popular movement in the Indian national freedom struggle. Okay, Pune Pact signed between Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar against the Communal Award. Which movement is responsible for Mahatma Gandhi to launch Dandi March? Dandi March comes under civil disobedience movement. Who announced Communal Award? Ramsay MacDonald is a prime minister during that time. In which year the Pune Pact was signed? 1932. Okay, after the second Roundtable Conference. Scripps Mission was formed by the British for what purpose? For Constituent Assembly. Okay, for Constituent Assembly. Okay, so these are all the important questions. And in which year Quit India Movement launched? 1942 August. Okay, so practice more number of static area here. Focus on the year and the timeline as well as the personality. Okay, so we'll see you in the next session.